Hey folks, I know I said the next video would be the start of the Tarantino marathon, but I still need more time to work on that, sorry. I'm here today because I recently finished watching Creature Commandos, the newest DC animated series and apparently the first installment in James Gunn's rebooted universe. Yeah, this takes place in the same universe as the upcoming Superman movie. Weird place to kick off the entire universe, but okay. I figured I'd review this show now because A, I'll most likely review Superman when it comes out, so I might as well do the show taking place before it, and B, if I don't do it now, when the hell else am I gonna review this? If you're not aware, and you most likely aren't, the Creature Commandos are essentially the Suicide Squad, except they're all monsters. A Black Ops team composed of non-human prisoners who got sent to do the government's dirty work. You have the Bride of Frankenstein, you have a radioactive skeleton named Dr. Phosphorus, you have a fish lady named Nina, you have a bloodthirsty automaton and GI robot, and you also have Weasel. Yeah, the same Weasel from Gunn's Suicide Squad. I guess he's supposed to be the werewolf stand-in? The team gets assembled by Amanda Waller to stop the Wonder Woman villain named Cersei and her army from killing some princess in a made-up Eastern European nation. Wrangling them is Rick Flag Sr., who plays the same narrative role that Rick Flag Jr. did in the Suicide Squad movies. I guess this is because Gunn figured that killing the original Rick Flag was a stupid idea, wanted the character back, but didn't want to say he had a clone or a twin brother. The structure of the series is that each of the 7 episodes is devoted to one of the characters, showing off flashbacks that give us insights into their backstories. If you guessed that everybody, without fail, has a sad past, congratulations, you understand how James Gunn writes stories. You see, Gunn has this thing where he attempts to inject drama and gravitas into superhero stories. A laudable goal, if you ask me, but the guy just goes way too far in places. Slow motion, dramatic music, the works, to the point where the whole thing just feels manipulative at times. Like you can see the writer's hand too much and it stops you from just taking in the moment. Quickly mentioning the aesthetics, they're good. Animation is strong throughout. I liked all the character designs. There's some unexpected fan service here, which I appreciated. I mean, Nina has an actually fantastic ass, for instance. So yeah, there's also cool, gory kills, and overall, I have no real complaints about the visuals. Rock solid work throughout. Kinda wish the animated movies looked this good. Sound-wise, the voice acting is again solid across the board, with the standout being my boy Alan Tudyk as Phosphorus. But the songs, they all seem to be made by the same band, and I don't know, I just didn't really vibe with them. In short, the show ain't bad, but it is uneven. The whole found family angle Gunn likes to go for feels kinda half-assed here, and the main plot with the princess just gets downright stupid. Spoilers ahead. If you feel like watching and don't want to be spoiled, go away now and come back in this time frame. Okay, 3, 2, 1... Alright, so the Creature Commandos take down Cersei, right? And they bring her in for questioning. At which point, she reveals the reason she wanted to kill the princess is because of a vision she had where the princess starts World War III and kills all superheroes. Waller brings in this, magic expert or whatever who confirms that the vision is probably real. So now the Commandos have to go back, this time to kill the princess. Ah, but you see, Rick Flag Sr. turns out to be a simp for the princess and is convinced that his waifu could never do such a thing. So he and Frankenstein's monster track down the professor. And guess what? She's really Clayface, you know, the Batman villain. The two simps fight the shapeshifter and win, but Flag Sr. gets his ass kicked and put in a coma, entrusting the extremely important, extremely delicate mission to Frankenstein, who in this show is portrayed as an insecure, violent man-child. I'm sure nothing could go wrong. The Commandos eventually make it to the castle, and Nina, the fish girl with the amazing ass, attempts to assassinate the princess while she's taking a swim, only to get killed herself. Seconds later, one of the guards comes along with the message that, oops, turns out they weren't supposed to kill her after all. Oh, by the way, Frankenstein does nothing of note in the final episode. He tries to warn them, but can't. So, yeah. But then, the bride just sort of figures out that actually the princess is evil, and the whole thing with Clayface was just a way to throw them off her scent. So the bride kills the princess while the two are alone, and the Commandos just run away from the country real quick before anyone notices. Yeah, that's the ending. One of our characters dies. 80% of the cast does nothing of note. We get some exposition on a ludicrously complicated villain plot. The villain gets killed without a big final battle, and that's it. They say a new team of Commandos is getting assembled, whoopity-doo, but to call the finale of the show rushed would be an understatement. Clearly, there were supposed to be 8 episodes here, but for some reason we only got 7. I can only speculate as to why. My best guess is Gunn started writing this show before he got handed the reins on the whole universe, so he just kind of left it unfinished to focus on Superman. If that's the case, good for Superman, I guess, but bad for this show. Once again, Creature Commandos is not a bad show, and as a matter of fact, it got me interested to check out the original comics, which I might also review if I enjoy them. So there's that, but it's a very uneven series, a problem I also had with James Gunn's Peacemaker show. Hopefully this is just the result of Gunn simply not being very suited to writing TV shows, and not because his writing skills are going downhill. Overall, the first installment in the Gunverse is decent, worth a watch for DC fans, but won't convert you into one. Let's hope that those rumors about Superman having bad test screenings are overblown and the movie is actually great. Please. Alright, that's it for today's video. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and make sure to leave a comment with your thoughts down below. Next time, the Tarantino Marathon, starting off with Reservoir Dogs. For real this time.